No surprise to see Cummins and Hibernian having those two front slots. Hamilton, 4-2-3-1. Few changes up front, no surprise. I thought Jason Scotland made up.
Referee duty is Willie Collum. And away they go. A decisive day at Easter Road. One of these teams will be playing Premiership football next season. Hibernian, having constructed a sturdy-looking platform for themselves on Wednesday, are odds-on favourites. But Hamilton Accies plan to come out firing. Cuthbert between the posts for Accies. From Ayr United, Morton and St Johnstone keeper. Here's Jesus Garcia Tena, the Catalan defender. Trying to get it up immediately to Jason Scotland. Ryan McGibbon had the measure of the situation. First free kick of the game. Gary, for you, what will be significant today?
I agree with Stuart Lovell. I don't think Hamilton need to go all guns firing immediately in the first 5-10 minutes. They've just got to feel their way into the game, like they did in the first tie. I thought they controlled the game with their good possession play. But again, I thought just Hibs showed a little bit more composure. I thought they've showed the Premiership class in the first game. I thought they were pretty solid. We've been unable to praise Hibs that often this season, but I thought they did a real professional job in the midweek.
Liam Craig with the free kick. Whistle sounding again. Ryan McGibbon was the miscreant. It's going towards the old Dunbar end of the ground. In this first half, so much pressure on Terry Butcher and the players in recent weeks. Seemingly inexorable slide from 7th to 11th. McNeil, the Hamilton boss, who became Falkirk over 2 legs to get to this playoff final. Johnny Haynes sliding in. Ziggy Gordon.
Johnny Haynes just coming in on the right side, just looking at his formation. He's just going to sit in front of the back four. It's more of a 4-1-4-1. Jason Cummins was just taken up on the left-sided midfield role.
Followed by Martin Canning. Offside flag was raised just as that was developing. And Harris is the assistant referee over there. And Williams, the Hibernian goalkeeper, quite possibly his last match for Hibs. His contract is up. One of the finest Hibernian keepers of recent times, Williams.
He's definitely been a consistent performer. Great shot stopper. Made some wonderful saves, especially when the BT cameras have been here. They've made some great saves over the season.
Mancunian, it is that he's of a mind to return south. Ziggy Gordon, Zygmunt Gordon to give him his full name, portraying his Polish heritage. You see Stanton, nothing wrong with the idea. Trying to feed Liam Craig. Hibs are hungry. Haynes. What a surprise inclusion in this Hibernian starting 11. Danny Haynes. What do we expect to see Haynes playing through the middle, Gary?
Yeah, well, we've seen him on a couple of occasions. We've seen him play up top. But Terry's telling us we're led to believe that he's played quite a bit here on the right side of midfield. And I can understand Terry's thinking. Probably a little bit more solid, a little bit more experienced, just to hold the role rather than being an out-and-out winger playing there. The other little change for me is Cummings has gone to the left side. You know, they've shaped up 4-1-4-1 for the opening couple of minutes here. Heffernan just been the lone striker.
Darian McKinnon for Ziggy Gordon as Hamilton tried to move it around. Lewis Longridge, confidence to take on Maybury, and then Liam Craig with the outstretched boot.
He picks it up nice and positive here. Longridge just driving in at Craig. He just catches him a little bit late. Just gives the Accies an opportunity to whip a dangerous ball in, and he's late.
Hamilton looking to pilfer an early goal. Would make all the difference to the atmosphere, to the equation. Martin Canning, former Hibernian player, ready to attack the ball. Ali Crawford with it. Ben Williams says that's one. Well down by Williams. For Heffernan. Still gives plenty of know-how in attack. Well, Alec Neil have said to his players before the game, Gary, we've made a lot of the fact that Hamilton need to score first, but they've also got to keep themselves in this.
Absolutely, I just don't think they need to go gung-ho. I just think they need to be patient. I think that suits their game. They're very good in possession. I would feel just in that final third, I'd like to see them just be a little bit more brave.
Also a painful one for Haynes. Continue on the attack. Johnson Cummings trying to make something happen.
Haynes just getting caught in the ankle as he drove inside here. Decent first, just goes away from a little bit there. It's a little bit high. It's a solid challenge. He takes it in. I just think it was on landing. Maybe just tweaked his ankle as he landed.
Tony Butcher giving Danny Haynes the nod. With Alec Harris having to be content with a place on the bench. It was John Routledge with the challenge. Routledge in his 100th Accies appearance, his 4th spell with the club.
I thought the tackle was a little bit high. I just think it was maybe in the landing though.
A pause for thought here at Easter Road. Haynes back on his feet. Let's have another look.
You can see Routledge goes, he's high there, but it's just when he lands. I just thought when he landed on his right ankle there, I think he just goes over on it. Yeah, he's in trouble.
Henderson, the ex-physio. The signal. It didn't last long, did it? For Haynes. Best laid plans.
Well, the tactics of using the experience. And it's now the youngster that gets the chance to come on and show that he should have picked him from the start.
It's a very exciting prospect, Alec Harris. Perhaps not at his best on Wednesday at New Douglas Park. Ziggy Gordon for Hamilton Accies.
I think he was one of the reasons why he kept Harris was quiet. I thought Ziggy Gordon played him pretty well.
McKinnon trying to make inroads. Chips deep for Accies, but can get forward. And the substitution. And it's Alec Harris for the stricken Danny Haynes. With only 7 minutes on the clock.
No, it was a little bit disturbing. He's having to be carried off down the tunnel there.
Interesting approach.
I don't think that was a back pass.
For Heffernan. Williams alive to what was going on. Lewis Stevenson over there for Hibernian. You can make a case for Stevenson to have been Hibs' most consistent player this term. Not too many back games.
Yeah, and whenever he turns up the pitch, he just does a job. I've seen him play in 3 or 4 different positions.
And McKinnon. Space opening up for Hamilton. Grant Gillespie. For Accies, when last they won here at Easter Road, spring of 2011, and Gillespie successfully chiseling a corner out of that.
Yeah, he just cleverly knocks it off Stevenson to win the corner.
Joy for the Hamilton supporters away to our right. Gillespie will take this. Plenty of movement inside the penalty area. No foul play. Also managed to win the free kick. They Column right up the play. His first game in the middle here at Easter Road since January. 3-2 defeat suffered by Hibs at the hands of St Mirren. The importance of scoring first for Hibernian won't be lost on the players. After the first goal 9 times this season, they've won 7 of those 9 games. 2 draws, no defeats from that position. Nil-nil in the second leg, 2-0 to Hibs on aggregate. Here's Lewis Stevenson, the Fifer. focused serving player on the Hibernian staff. And Craig.
Liam Craig just trying to whip that round the corner into the channel. Heffernan to chase.
Gillespie's throw for Hamilton Academical. Trying to apply the pressure. Heffernan was up there. And Craig was the player who more than anyone carried Hibs in the first half of the season. Joined from St Johnstone, away by Martin Canning here. So Hamilton defence perhaps with a bit of a tender underbelly. Cummings looking to locate the ball, Routledge. Reverse gear there to gather his Cuthbert.
Yeah, Robertson did well there to rob Routledge. This goes through to Cuthbert.
It's one of Scott Robertson's great attributes. Easy to win the ball, 50-50 situations, 45-55 against. Hamilton with the early possession edge. We saw enough of the ball on Wednesday too. Passed it around neatly enough, but he didn't really carry much of a goal threat.
Absolutely. Well, that you can see the emphasis is certainly on keeping possession of the football. They try to win games by having loads of the ball. Just fell getting into the final third of the pitch. I thought they were a little bit safe. I just think they need to be a little bit more courageous, to show a little bit more bravery with those forward little passes, or somebody stepping forward and having a crack at the goal and taking on some responsibility.
Liam Craig, the Hibs free kick. Robertson trying to get in behind the Accies defence. Doesn't have the resources. Marshall. Ziggy Gordon. Jason Scotland. Not to be that type. 35 years of age.
Well, he's certainly not as mobile as he was when he was a younger man, but still, he's a quality player. If he gets some decent service into his feet, he can protect that ball and bring others in.
And the mistake by McGibbon, and here is Jason Scotland on the turn. Hamilton have the early goal. And look at the delight etched on Accies' faces. Hamilton have a lift-off in the second leg. Just what the Accies supporters wanted.
Oh, we were just talking how influential he was when he came on as a sub. We were just talking he's not as quick as he used to be, but he's still good at this. It's a clever little turn on the edge of the box, and as soon as he gets turned on his left foot, just rolls the defender beautifully here, and it's a quality finish. It goes under the body of Williams, but that's what Scotland gives you.
He's the man to score goals against Hibernian, and that's the 6th of his career against the Hibees. In his 6th match against Hibernian. 1-0 to Hamilton in this return leg, and Hibs lead cut to 2-1. Rob Petrie, responsible for the day-to-day running of the club, or has been. Leanne Dempster will be moving in to the chief executive position. Worrying times for Hibernian. Different story for Hamilton at the moment.
Absolutely, Derek. He's just telling his players to calm, just get a hold of it, get the ball down.
Gordon's header.
Such a typical Scotland goal. Very good at just curling the ball, taking it in his feet and just rolling the defender. He knows where the goal is. There he goes, he knows where the defender is. Little touch to the side. Just rolled, and it's too easy. Williams could do a little bit better, goes under him a little bit. It's just the power that got him through.
The experience of Jason Scotland coming to the fore. What sort of response will that elicit from Hibernian? Heffernan offside. He tried to carry on. It's not going to count though. Willie Conker, the assistant referee, just in front of us.
Yeah, Cummings just coming in off that left side. Clever little bit of movement, but Heffernan just goes too early, he's offside. It's a good decision by the ref's assistant. Just a wee bit hasty there, went a little bit too early.
Terry Butcher trying to get his message across. We've seen these images before, the Hibernian supporters in the latter part of the season, and the rain is falling on Hibs. And I mean that in more ways than one. Absolutely lashing down here at Easter Road. Another downpour following on from the one that we had about 90 minutes before kick-off.
And again, just this water coming on the pitch. Hamilton love to just keep moving it up across the grass. It's nice and lush. The grass makes it nice and fast now that it's raining.
Here's Harry Crawford for Hamilton. McKinnon. Ratledge. Back to Canning. Small width. Hibernian. Canning. 2008. Scott Robertson's pass for Hibs. Cummings. Now Stanton. Stevenson. Sent it away by McKinnon. Back in by Robertson. And there was thunder in his boots.
That falls nicely for Robertson here. Ball's whipped in. Decent clearing header. One touch, great strike. Cuthbert sees it nice and early.
Just one short of the 30-goal mark in Scottish football, Scott Robertson.
That's what Terry Butcher's looking for, somebody to take on that sort of responsibility, not to be safe.
Lewis Longridge against Alan Maybury. We're going to attack it directly for Hamilton. But wait a minute, it's Crawford. A nerve-jangling start for the Hibernian supporters. After all that fine work on Wednesday against Accies at New Douglas Park, the concession of an early goal.
We felt at the top of the show that Hibernian would go with the winning formula, the shape, the 4-4-2 with Cummings up with Heffernan. It's not been the case. Cummings has been asked to play on the left side. He's having to track Gillespie back the pitch.
He's founded 1 year earlier, Hibernian, 1974. The team in British football to have originated from a school team founded by the rector and pupils of Hamilton Academy.
Amazing to become a team from a school team. It's
Hibs on the side having to go to school. Beginning of this second leg. Early days though. Scotland. O'Connell intervening, he had spotted the infringements.
I think Jason Scotland just loses possession here. There's a little flick there, I think.
The thing about away goals, they are irrelevant. Don't need to worry about how many times and score away from home in the event that they are all even on aggregate at any point. Just clinging to a 2-1 aggregate advantage as we speak.
Yeah, even before the goal, I felt Hamilton had settled the better, getting touches, making passes.
Maybury for Hibernian. Ratledge. Good work by Garcia Tena. Stevenson. Gillespie. They nick on the ball until the Accies youth ranks. He's well known for bringing young players through Hamilton. So well known for sending those players on. The likes of James McCarthy, Brian Easton, James MacArthur.
All three doing very well.
He's not exactly thrilled, is he, Terry Butcher, at the moment? It's not properly wired in.
No, and it's following suit. We've been here many times this season. Whenever Hibs just go behind, heads just do tend to drop. And the passes start to go astray. They've got to be brave.
McGibbon. Canning. And Scotland, who has drifted out to the right-hand side for Hamilton. Gillespie. This could be interesting as he tries to outrace Garcia Tena. Scuffed it though. Paul Heffernan And it's Gordon there to tidy up.
Yeah, but the positives Heffernan can take here, he's definitely got the legs of Garcia Tena. A decent first touch with his head. Maybe he could have just held it up, waiting for some support. A tough angle to score from. He had the legs of Tena.
Ziggy Gordon, a 21-year-old. Those who feel that he's better at right back, on the left back position today. Stanton promoted by Ratledge. Ratledge and Damian McKinnon, the two worker bees in the centre of midfield for Hamilton. Canning's pass. A squadron of seagulls swarming around Easter Road. Hamilton sticking to their task. It was Tony Andreu, the Frenchman, waiting just behind Jason Scotland.
That's been the first time he's managed to get himself on the ball. Liam Craig had been playing really close to him, just trying to nullify him. There's a threat in that little hole there.
He's scored 15 goals in all this season, Andreu, a Livingston player. Long range, a bit short with that. He made Gordon work. Ali Crawford. Hamilton players who have featured in every single match this season. Andreu did well that time. And do they mean business once more here, Hamilton? Long range. And Williams did just enough.
That's a super counter-attack by Hamilton. Here, good breaking the ball here. It's a nice little sliding pass from McKinnon. Longley's tries to go to the far post. Williams does enough to stop it with his left foot.
Hamilton planting the seed of fear in Hibernian minds. They said it was going to be straightforward, didn't they? Well, maybe one or two.
Nothing's changed in this, from the first game. I think Hamilton are very pleasing in the eye. But the one change I would say is they definitely look more threatening in the final third.
Long Hibernian faces. He's with the lead on the day, not on aggregate. Vincent Cummings. He took the first leg by the scruff of the neck. Stevenson. So looking for Liam Craig. Just want the nightmare to come to an end. Alan Maybury offside. It was raised against Cummings.
Cummings just coming off the left side there, joining Heffernan through the centre. It's really, really tight. Just thought they could have favoured the forward there.
The damage on Wednesday with two swings of his boot, or two zings of his boot, as he said afterwards.
He's definitely been asked to do a job today there. He's playing wide on the left over four. It's only Heffernan up in the middle on his own.
Sam Stanton. The Hamilton players retreat. Heffernan is waiting in the centre for Higgs. He's at the ideal ball. Here's Stevenson getting forward from left back. Gone past the midway point of the first half. And McGibbon to clear his lines. Cummings all the way back there.
This is where you don't want him. You want him up the pitch where he can cause the two Hamilton centre backs problems. He's back doing a job in front of Stevenson in the left back area. So it suits Hamilton for Cummings to be 60 yards away from their goal.
Canning with the pass. And Scotland. Michael Nelson. Once again, Heffernan had the pistons pumping. Craig. Robertson. There's Harris. Really got into the game since coming on for the injured Haynes. Crawford. It's made by Lewis Longridge. From Harmony Row. And of course made famous by a certain Alec Ferguson.
He get the ball to Longridge. He's got ability on this left side.
Ratledge. Crawford. Hamilton spread play out to that right hand side again. Gillespie. Ali Crawford. It's cool play. Ratledge. Miss kick. And it's an edgy, twitchy atmosphere at Easter Road on this Sunday.
I always felt the first goal was going to be so important today. The boys touched on it before the game. If it was Hibs, the game would have been over. But it's Hamilton and it's game on.
Very much. Andreu. Tony Andreu. Kennan just behind. Longridge. A block by Alan Maybury. His 50th match for Hibernian, the old warhorse. Longridge again. McGibbon. Robertson. It just cannot settle down. Harris had to scamper away with the ball at his feet. Tackle was put in by Andreu. Robbie Collin just pointing towards Tony Andreu. He's allowed Hibs to continue for the time being. Here's McGibbon. Just one victory from the last 14 matches. That, of course, came on Wednesday against the same Hamilton side. The doldrums for weeks. Longridge. Since the 15th of February, have Hibernian recorded a home win.
Yeah, we've seen it several times, Derek. They just don't win here. They get nervy, play becomes fragmented, it gets bitty, and the crowd get frustrated.
Stevenson can drink to Canning, very much his game. Ryan McGibbon, Northern Ireland international. And playing through the middle, again had Canning for company.
When McGibbon had the ball, he only had one target to hit. He only hit him up the park with Cummings playing wider.
28 minutes into the first half. Today, at any rate, Hamilton the slicker of the two teams.
Oh, absolutely. There's some really good phases of play. They're sticking to their guns, they're sticking to their ethos. They're getting the ball down, they're passing it, they're working it through the thirds of the pitch. Well, he can be really pleased with the start. It's been excellent. The Hibs have gone to two up front. And a straight line of four in the middle, like they did in midweek. Now Cummings and Heffernan are a pair.
Tony Butcher has made switch. Cuthbert for Jason Scotland. He's trying to attend to his defensive duties. Here's Lewis Stevenson. Sam Stanton. And Crawford digging in. Trying to restrict passing options available to McKinnon.
Just trying to get some momentum, trying to get some passages of play together.
Stevenson. Canning taking charge. Wanted it back and got it back. Terry and McKinnon. Daz McKinnon, as they call him on the training pitch. Gordon. Also a dazzling start by Hamilton. Jason Scotland. Let's try to respond. Stevenson. Now Craig. And Crawford. The last touch. Hibernian supporters right behind their side. Lewis Stevenson in the shadow of the steeply backed east stand. Slithers out of play.
Young Stan just loses control of the ball there, slides out of play. That was a little bit better by Hibernian. Just trying to get some touches of the ball.
Kevin Cuthbert, shall we say, at fault thinking back to the first Cummings goal on Wednesday.
No, taking nothing away from Cummings. I thought it was a super strike. I thought the Hamilton keeper should have got something on it. Didn't move that great deal. I think he was just surprised by the power.
Robertson, Craig helping out. Ziggy Gordon watching. Don't forget, coming up on Tuesday from 8 on BT Sport 1, it will be France against Norway from the Stade de France. The French lumbering up for the World Cup. Tuesday the 3rd of June, 8 o'clock, BT Sport 1. The World Cup hosts Brazil will take on Panama. The game being played in the city of Goiás. International friendly action to come in the next few days. And BT Sport ahead of the World Cup. A thumbs up for Hamilton Accies in this playoff.
Most definitely. Passed the ball really well. He deserved to be in front.
Yes, Hamilton were a top flight side. They beat Hibs in the last two meetings of the team that season. 2010-2011. Gillespie looked almost effortless. And Scotland trying to get in between the two defenders, Nelson and McGibbon. To have the ball once again, Crawford. Just perfectly into his stride. It had been trapped by Andreu. Routledge. Now Jason Scotland. Lewis Stevenson's gone over there to deal with the threat posed by Scotland. It's calm play by Accies. It's McKinnon. Nelson. In the nick of time now, Routledge for Hamilton. McKinnon and, well, Gordon joined the throng. The fullback.
Oh, that just shows you how progressive this Hamilton side are. It's a good ball in by McKinnon, and it's the left back who's in challenging, trying to get ahead on goal. Decent ball in. Ziggy Gordon just can't get above to get the header down. Maybe he does enough.
Hamilton winning most of their battles out there on the pitch. They've given Hibernian plenty to contemplate.
Yeah, and the impressive thing in the little exchanges in the middle of the park, and it's the Hamilton of the team that are looking to probe, play those passes into the heart of the Hibs defence, because Hibs are a little bit square and a little bit safe.
In Scotland, here's Tony Andreu. Here's by Michael Nelson. And Stevenson keeping it on the ground for Hibs. Afforded Scott Robertson. Harris on the right. Harris, who is something of a peripheral figure. It's coming on and he's lost the ball. Robbed of it by Longridge. Andreu. Should put pen to paper. A new 2-year contract, Tony Andreu.
He's just starting to influence things, Andreu, getting himself in good possessions.
Robertson from Hibernian. Stevenson. Tension-laden first half unfolding here at Easter Road. Hamilton, you have to say, have looked very comfortable.
Nice and controlled. They've kept the ball well. And they do look a threat. They do look a threat. Scotland gives them that.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. He's been almost throwing himself at it. Scotland. The pass from Crawford. And McKinnon. Given finally with Ben Williams.
Ian McKinnon looking forward. Look at his slide balls in behind the Hibs back four.
So haven't recorded a home clean sheet in the calendar year of 2014. It's not going to change today. Mechanic's head to the gloves of Cuthbert.
The confidence is just flowing through this Aki's side. Have a little cushion header, little back header back to Cuthbert. All the Aki's players looking for the ball.
See a tenner, domestic one from the back. A lot of people felt that Hamilton were at an unfair advantage going into this playoff, given the games they've had to play recently. If you look at it though, it's the same number of matches. Hibs and Hamilton. I think about 38 for Hibernian in the Premiership. 26 for Aki's in the Championship, and then the 2 playoff games against Falkirk.
Yeah, you can look at it all sorts of different ways.
I think it's wonderful we finally have a playoff again. Not in the top flight of Scottish football, but always room for manoeuvre, scope to tweak things to make the format better. Canning got turned around by Cummings. Gillespie. Scotland. So Scotland in for Michael-Antoine Curie. Scotland with the goal of record for Hamilton Accies. 1-0 they lead in the second leg. Hibs lead 2-1 on aggregate. Sliced by Williams. Ahead of Harris.
The other changes worked well for Neil as well. Ali Crawford's done really well. He's got to be worried. A lot of instruction going on the pitch again.
This is a very animated Terry Butcher. Nelson and now Ben Williams again. Tena. One in Terrassa in Catalonia. Seen hometown as Barcelona, Spain player Xavi. Stevenson. Here's Craig.
The Hibs build up is so slow, it allows Hamilton to get bodies behind the ball, and then when Hibs look forward, Hamilton will get plenty of bodies behind the ball.
McKinnon striding forward with confidence for Accies. Longridge. This is very much his sort of position. Lewis Longridge up against Maybury. Harris and Robertson. Whistle comes to the aid of Hibernian.
Longridge again. Positive running from McKinnon from earlier part to get Longridge on the ball. And it's just a little bit late there on Nelson. Just takes the pressure off Hibernian.
Tony Butcher's not the only animated manager in the field. Just over a year into the job and succeeded Billy Reid. Dark clouds gathering over Leith on this Sunday.
Well, that's been sort of permanent over this stadium.
But Hibs still ahead on aggregate.
They need somebody to step up to the mark. They need a hero.
Colin, see any alleged wrongdoing. Harris. Right edge. Back for him. Stanton. Craig. And Cummings starts to open up for Hibernian. Stevenson. Just for a second bite at it. Corner is the outcome to Hibs.
They work the spare man really well here to get Stevenson in round the back. He's got to beat that first man though with the cross.
First Hibernian corner of the game. And they call it keeping a weather eye. And the toing and throwing. Craig, the Hibs corner, Cuthbert couldn't find it, Cummings, and off the line. Hamilton were well enough organised, defensively speaking. Routledge back there.
Routledge on the near post, the far post, sorry. He's in a good position, just to half volley it away.
And that's what you need from your man. Back there on the line by the post. And the goalkeeper, in this case Cuthbert, has difficulty locating the ball.
Just get caught a little bit underneath it.
Hamilton had the early possession edge. It's just about even Steven now.
Looking slightly back in it, but they haven't really worried Cuthbert.
For Darryl Curry, Craig in coil, and Stuart Lovell to chew on during the half-time interval. Nervous-looking Hibernian. Harris, the guilty party here.
Gordon just tries to whip it back in. And Harris is a little bit high there, just showing his studs.
We're going to see a tenner tasked with taking this. Canning has made his way up into the box. See a 10-hour routine for McGibbon. Routledge. Canning. Gillespie. Scotland. Wilson doing his job at the back. Were able to snap onto the ball, but McKinnon. Gordon. That's wonderful defending. Ziggy Gordon. That's it away by Garcia Tena. 2 minutes to go to half-time.
Just a little flurry by Hibs as we go to the half-time.
Dunbar end has been divided vertically. Supporters inside, Hibs fans on the other. Named after the old Dunbar's juice factory. Juice here in Edinburgh, perhaps not what you think. It's actually lemonade, soft drinks.
Fizzy pop.
Yes. Here's Cummings. Heffernan. Looking for a bit of momentum. Indications are there will be one added minute. We await official confirmation. Harris able to open up the Hamilton rear guard, and it's Yankees now on the break. Long range. On one player too many. In this case Nelson and Craig. He's not afraid to get stuck in. Darian McKinnon. Received 16 yellow cards this season.
Well, there's no doubt in this chap's commitment to the cause. They look hungry, snapping into the tackle, both sides.
First half ebbing away. Hibs having a well-merited 2-0 victory at New Douglas Park on Wednesday, but much better today in this first half. Scotland. Free kick to Accies. Tony Butcher will shortly be able to get his troops together and address them.
Plenty of opportunity this season. He's tried every permutation. I think he's tried every sort of tactic, every sort of psychology. Just can't seem to get any momentum at all.
Confirmation. We will have a minimum of 1 added minute. Ali Crawford. Andreu for Accies, wrong side of the post. Tony Andreu. Alec Neil off his seat again.
It's Crawford just with the long ball up to the back post. Garcia Pena nods it down on the half volley on the turn. Just can't get his foot round it. Andreu. Looks like it covered at the near.
As I said at the start, fear cuts deeper than swords. And the fear has been evident in the play of Hibernian over the course of the last few weeks. Hamilton scoring through Jason Scotland's, Terry Butcher's side. Certainly not playing at the level that we saw from them in mid. South end of the ground, the Dunbar end. The post-split purgatory goes on for Hibernian. It's inhabiting a limbo land of their own making. Side flag is raised. Gary, what can Hibernian do to turn things around?
Well, I think everybody's talking about it. You know, Terry Butcher, big team talk, big inspirational words at half-time. What about some of these players stepping up to the mark, putting themselves out there? Sometimes it's up to the players to inspire. Something for Terry to hold on to. It's certainly got to increase the tempo. They've got to play at Premiership tempo. The first half was totally dominated by Accies. They look like the Premiership side.
It's Cummings. The dovetail with Heffernan. To remember, but 10 past Morton not so long ago. Last day of the championship season. And the given is betwixt and between. Do Hamilton have a second goal in them? And the chance might still be on. Andreu was following up. Long range just prior to that for Accies.
Looking for offside, certainly onside. Just overruns the ball a little. Off to Andreu. Clever passing from Aki's.
Ziggy Gordon. The long Aki's throw. This is Garcia Tena. Oh, and it's fallen for Scotland. He's in again here. Williams with a crucial block. Will that loom large in the overall story?
Fantastic diagonal pass by Garcia Tena. Scotland does brilliantly here, pulling away to the back post, cushions it lovely with his chest. It's a super save in the end. The top play again from Scotland, just pulling off the centre half. Good block by Williams.
Hamilton emboldened. Gillespie, the outswinging corner. Oh, it was Garcia Tena, got boot on ball. High enough degree of difficulty.
That was Garcia's diagonal, but it's clever play. Just pulls onto the shoulder of Craig, then disguise, little drag back, and the keeper's alive to it.
Williams, as we said, in maybe his last game for Higgs. Hamilton supporters in great voice. Certainly outnumbered here at Easter Road. A little knot of them away to our right.
Must be delighted what they're seeing again. Started the half really well on the front foot.
Scotland looking for a mistake from Nelson. Too particular about where the ball went when all was said and done, Michael Nelson.
It tends to be his choice at the moment. A player who's suffering a little bit with confidence, taking no chances.
Tony Andreu was optimistic from there. Not troubling Williams on that occasion. The Hibernian supporters caught between two different emotions. On the one hand, they want to encourage the players. On the other hand, they've been put through this emotional mangle for weeks now.
Yeah, and some of them are just looking to the skies for help as well.
This goal would certainly put some relief. Stevenson cantering forward. Harry Crawford for Hamilton. McGibbon. Crawford. Scotland. It's McKinnon. He's been lively. Ryan McKinnon trying to give Ryan McGibbon the slip. Goal kick.
Again, it's slick, it's progressive. This time McKinnon just runs it out of play. It's impressive by Hamilton. Proper passing, decent move forward.
Craig going up with Grant Gillespie. Gillespie. Senior debut for Aki's in 2008. It's being intended for Jason Scotland, but altogether is Ben Williams. Goals conceded at home now by Hibs in the calendar year of 2014. It's the 12th at Easter Road this year. Did well that time for Hibernian. Heffernan showed too much of it to Gillespie and then put in the challenge.
As usual, Hamilton snapping into the challenges. It's just a little bit late, a little bit high from Heffernan.
Cuthbert's Perth born, his career at St Johnstone. One of his best ever Aki's displays against Falkirk in the second leg, the semi-final. It's on a knife edge. It's return leg. Don't seem to know which way to look.
And who do they look to? Who's going to inspire? Cummings produced his heroics for the other night. Heffernan's got the pace of the two centre-backs, so he can get the right service. Young Stanton to step forward. Robertson as well.
Certainly a long way from being in the bag for Hibs. Plays in the Premiership next season. By McGibbon, looking for the little head flick from Craig. Cummings. And Stevenson. Cuts it. Still be there for Liam Craig. And he succeeded in winning the corner. That's more like it. The Hibs supporters will be thinking to themselves.
Stevenson just tried to just dink it into the feet. Okay, just overhit it. Persevered and won the corner.
He's going towards the famous 5 stand in the second half. Nelson, one of the players up for Hibernian. Nelson attacking the ball. And Craig's delivery was Longridge. Attempting to box him in. There goes Longridge. Deftly done. Gordon. And McKinnon. Scotland. 6 goals in 6 matches against Hibernian. Chasing Scotland. McKinnon popping up just about everywhere. And Stanton. We're running out of room. Did well though, Heffernan. Now it's opening up for Hibernian. Harris. Canning stabs it away. Maybury really got forward himself.
And Harris just had to delay. He was looking for support. People arriving in the box. Just couldn't get there quick enough. Smash and run by Stanton.
Maybury. As a development coach at the club, in addition to playing. Heffernan taking the ball, looked over towards Willie Collum, the referee. There's no transgression. McGibbon. Taking charge. It's been a well-drilled Hamilton defence. I said earlier that you can feel when you watch them that there's a slight softness about them. And the expressions tell you the story. Look at the supporters. Hasn't just been today either.
It's been the whole season, really. It's been heartache.
Robertson. Crawford intervening. McKinnon, Scotland, cushioned it for Andreu. It's good defending, dainty defending by McGibbon. McGibbon away again though, sloppy. He's hearing it from their own fans. Gordon, another in judgment from Harris. Longridge. It's missed out Scotland, stripped away by Craig. It's Cummings. Promising it off. Poor ball though. Jason Cummings. Score of 22 goals for the under-20s.
Just a little spell of unforced errors. Of anxiety creeping in. Into both sides, I'd have to say.
See a tenner. It's Robertson just in front of Nelson. McKinnon. To be content with a throw on the far side. Ziggy Gordon. Scott Robertson doing the hassling. Neil with a smile amid the tension.
Smiles
on the Hibs bench today, so far at any rate.
You can certainly see Most calm. The Aki's boss.
Hamilton out of the traps at the start of the second half, and they have the possession advantage. Again, similar story in the first half. Gillespie's pass for Scotland. He's looking for a hole in the Hibs defence, but Williams has custody of it.
No, and this guy's been so pivotal. He's been excellent. Just offers himself up, very unselfish. Little bounce board for midfielders, for fullbacks. Just presents himself, protects the ball. He's been excellent.
Longridge. Nelson compromising. McKinnon for Ackies. Nelson to atone for the error. Succeeded. Nelson, as though he had been fouled. And the only present McKinnon.
All the players been in the Hibs half. Possession stats showed us that.
That was by Liam Craig. Martin Canning. Jason Cummings. Got themselves into this position from which they can move into the Premiership next season. Still plenty of digging to be done. Williams at the end of his second season as a Hibernian player. Craig, his first season with the club. Stanton's pass, Craig, free kick. The Yankees players, Ratledge in particular, thought Craig might have been looking for it.
That was the early one. It was clever play by Craig. He just turns Routledge. It's just a little bit of a respite for Hibs. It's been all Ackies again. Gives Hibs this opportunity to get some quality into the box.
Cuthbert. Sure all the angles have been accounted for. Given just on the edge of the box. Liam Craig. Got to pick out Hybe. His pass. It was Craig who got there for Hibs. Williams now. Almost on 60 minutes. The fans, I'm sure, hoped that it would be done and dusted by now. Niels Hamilton plugging away and still very much in the fight.
Oh, if you'd given him 1-0 after an hour, bitten your hand off.
He's arriving here today, prepared to make an argument out of it. Forward a strong case for themselves, these Hamilton players. Crawford, nobody there to latch on to the ball. Coming up on Tuesday from 8, BT Sport 1, international action. Will be at the Stade de France, outside Paris. France against Norway. Let's get ready for the World Cup. And of course, Brazil getting ready to host the World Cup. Tuesday the 3rd of June from 8 on BT Sport 1. You'll be able to see the Brazilian national team take on Panama in the city of Goiás. It's trying to make a bit of noise on the pitch. To Hamilton today, it's 2-1 to Hibernian on aggregate. It's a battle for a Premiership place next term. Robertson. Really really settle in at Blackpool. Couldn't get first team football at Blackpool after leaving Dundee United. Gordon and McGibbon.
McGibbon just opting not to take any chances, just trying to protect this lead that they've got. Which is got to say is very fragile. I'm up here thinking if I was in Terry Butcher's shoes, what would I do? But I'm at a loss. I don't know who I would pin my hopes on.
Managed only 31 goals in 38 Premiership games, up against the highest scoring team in the Championship in Hamilton. 68 to their name. Robertson. Still the rain falls on his corner to Hamilton.
They're getting a bit of a footballing lesson at the moment. Getting outplayed, outpassed.
Energised Aki supporters. Gillespie with the corner. Williams with the punch. So McGibbon. There was an inquiry there for the Hamilton players. An optimistic appeal, I think, though.
Yeah, just skipped up on his chest. Worth a shout.
These heavy rain bursts through the Edinburgh area today. Maybe getting drenched.
I think McKinnon's just going up to jump and lead with his arm. Just catches Liam Craig there. And I've sorted it out now, I think.
McGibbon up towards Liam Craig. Likeable and level-headed fellow off the pitch, Craig. This was in red Hibernian. He certainly caught the eye the first few months of the campaign.
He's playing on top of the ground, but he's just been dragged down like most of the Hibs players.
Lewis Stevenson. This afternoon of torrential rain now. He's looking for a bolt of lightning. It's a free kick conceded by Stanton. Ratledge with the pass. Picking up was Robertson. We've got a bit of mopping up to do with this. Rain continues. Robertson, and it's Jesus Garcia-Tena doing the defending for Accies. Hamilton, I can tell you, are going to introduce Miguel Antoine Curier. This former Hibernian player. Just stay in for Hibs and for Nelson. Keep it for longer. A bit of stretching. Antoine Curier. Here's Stevenson. Focusing the Hamilton defence. Throw. Hibs in search of inspiration. Get one through. Here's Robertson. Garcia-Tena. The confidence to take the ball out of defence. Jason Scotland and Ryan McGibbon. He caught the ball, and that was vital in the grand scheme of things. Now at the other end. Unable to reach it.
He gets across well here, but he gets none of the ball. And Scotland is right to be complaining. He gets the wrong side, McGibbon. Hibs are very fortunate there.
Terry Butcher isn't always right upon the
It's a great ball by Tena again here. Great movement. see doesn't get any of the ball.
The change will be first. It's going to be all for Lewis Longridge. Replacement will be Miguel Antoine Courier. Joined Akis for a third spell back in August. He playing his football in Kazakhstan. Good shift by Longridge.
Yeah, exciting. Gets on the front foot. Very progressive. Linked up well. Gordon and his front men.
Antoine Courier, French born. He's playing for Guadeloupe in CONCACAF regional competition. The Caribbean. You'll see Atena. It's worth dwelling on what happened a minute or so ago. McGibbon against Scotland.
Again, it's clever movement. He just gets inside there. Scotland didn't want to touch the ball in the park. He was looking to let it run through. But it was McGibbon who never get any of the ball.
And it's going to be Kevin Thompson time. It did appear a few months ago that his career might just be over. Tony Butcher, as you mentioned, Gary, has tried so many different things. And Alex Harris, the substitute, has been substituted, and a big roar for Thompson.
No, it's Hassan, the youngster. I don't know if he necessarily deserved that. I'm just so surprised that Kevin Thompson hasn't played a bigger part under the reign of Terry Butcher. And that's Terry's decision. Kevin Thompson's a popular figure here.
It's got the home crowd G'd up. Stevenson. Crawford for Antoine Courier. 21 years of age now. 13 goals in 35 matches this term. Scotland. Thompson to bring his experience to bear. SP. Supporters still believe. Butcher taking things. The introduction of Thompson. Good chat with Ryan McGibbon. Cummings tilting his body. Neil has been told to calm down.
I think he was right to complain. I thought it was a Hamilton Accies ball.
Colin, his fellow officials, right on top of the situation. And Colvin is the fourth official. There's Garcia Tena. Kept out of the side earlier by Mikey Devlin, but Garcia Tena with Martin Canning again today. There's McGibbon. Hamilton throw. And we're inside the final 20 minutes. A lovely skill by Andreu. Antoine Courier and McKinnon take a game. And it was a chance. It's going to be a Hamilton throw. Gordon was competing for it.
Yeah, super play all round. Clever little turn by Andreu. Nice cushion header by Antoine Courier. Decent strike by McKinnon.
Here's Gordon. To make his way towards the byline. One bounce. Williams grabs it. Hamilton still with designs on taking this to extra time. 1-0 they lead in the second leg. 2-1 the Hibs advantage overall.
Beautiful little turn. It's a good ball up to the back post. It's a clever little cushion back. It's a good block by Nelson in the end.
And Scotland trying to outrun McGibbon. Is it going to go out of play? Looks as though it had. Only Conker just a couple of yards away from that. Assistant referee. McKinnon. Now Gordon. Hamilton trying to push on again. Ziggy Gordon. Williams has it for Hibernian. Neil still cajoling, encouraging. So they've travelled through from Lanarkshire. Entitled to be delighted with the effort put in by Accies. But Hibs still with the overall lead. Quite the big build-up ahead of the first match, Hamilton, but in fairness didn't really live up to that billing. Different story today. Scotland. It's quick thinking. Lewis Stevenson needed to get there and did.
Yeah, good covering, good sweeping up there by Stevenson.
One for Jason Scotland.
Yeah, it's good little combination play here, good understanding, good movement. Just tweaked his ankle, no De Niro. Looks a little bit of pain there.
Victoria McIntyre, the Hamilton Accies physio, has rushed on to Jason Scotland.
He just flipped that one down the corner. His calf. And suffering with a hamstring. Sometimes when you try to protect a hamstring, other parts of the body can be affected.
First leg, Scotland, because of that tight hamstring. Scored the goal. Scotland that's got Accies on the board. Thumbs up there from Victoria McIntyre.
Maybe just a little bit of cramp. He was holding his calf. He's so influential during the game, Derek. I think he's been excellent. I think he's led the line. He's been a classic centre forwards performance. And he's got a goal.
Here's Cummings. Gordon, free kick. Scott Robertson, the recipient of it. Still alive, Hamilton Accies. Still breathing.
And those eyes are wide open.
Still raining, and heavily. Stevenson. Stanton. Scotland back on the pitch. And the play it goes. It took off as Lewis Stevenson went in pursuit of the ball. Hamilton muster a second goal. Why does it always rain on Hibs? The question we've been asking the last few weeks of this season. For shelter. 15 minutes away from potential safety.
Proper rain. That cloud will not shift over this ground.
Absolutely dinging doon, as we say in Aberdeenshire, if not here in Edinburgh.
Straight down the way it's coming.
Now, possibilities for Hibernian, for Cummings. Garcia Tena has let it drop.
Garcia Tena and Canny have been excellent today. They've defended really well. People have said they're a little bit vulnerable in that area.
And Gordon's been magnificent too, Gary. There he is, Ziggy Gordon.
They're both full-backs. Gillespie and Gordon defended really well as a team.
Free kick to Accies. Routledge. To pick it short to Gordon. They were stacked against Hamilton before a ball was kicked today. They made a proper fist of it. Canning, and Gordon forced to intervene. Gillespie. Scotland with a flick. Antoine Courier offside.
It's brilliant, it's free-flowing, there's good movement. It just goes a little bit early here. Really impressed by all the movement. Loads of options for the man in possession. He just drifted offside, he went a little bit too early.
Antoine Courier was a Hibs player back in season 2007-2008. Reaching towards 77 minutes.
The Hibs players are very much aware that they're still in front. Subconsciously they'll try and, obviously right to the end, they'll try and protect that lead. The Hibs fans want to see a little bit more offensive play.
Hamilton on the side in need of a goal. Crawford. Gordon. Here's Andreu. Pocket of space. McKinnon, and it's Gordon. It's Andreu. Right at the feet of Scotland. Ziggy Gordon once again. He's trying to find a way through. It's Craig. And then Thompson. Stylish midfield players together. Stevenson. It's Garcia Tena. Hanging in the air just for a second.
Good composure again from McKinnon and Crawford.
Jason Scotland still has it. In terms of goal attempts in the second half, Hamilton on top. Hamilton with the one goal scored today, but they need another one.
Well, they've bossed all the stats, Derek. They've dominated Hibs in every department of the game.
Cummings. Here is Thompson. Stevenson off to his left. Plenty of options inside the box here for Lewis Stevenson. It was Cummings. Came off Jason Cummings.
The pass from Thompson puts Stevenson high up the pitch. A good ball in. Just can't react quick enough.
And Scotland. Error in judgment from McGibbon. Antoine Courier. Still going. Michael Antoine Courier. And it comes off McGibbon. Corner to Akis.
Again, it's a good counter attack. Courier attacks Nelson here. Sits him on his backside. Just tries to drive it across, and it's a decent block by McGibbon.
Well, the manager is going to be a player. McNeil to come on. Gillespie with the corner here for Hamilton. Oh, it's hit by Crawford. Not with the necessary purchase or accuracy.
This is a fantastic opportunity for the manager to influence the game. Just going into the final 10 minutes.
Alec Neil will come on. Andy Ryan will come on as well. He's going John Routledge. McNeil, if you've watched him over the years, you'll know that he's an excellent ball-playing midfield man. Andy Ryan has made his way onto the pitch as well. Ali Crawford departs the scene. Good activity for Neil. Inside the final 10 minutes. What do Akis have left to throw at Hibernian?
They can just get a few more bodies forward. As far as passing and moving the ball, I don't know if they can do much better.
McKinnon. Scotland. Digging in was Alan Maybury. It was excellent defending. Now Robertson. All hands on deck for Hibernian. Maybury's pass to Cummings. Wanted it back, Jason Cummings. Vincent Canning. Throw to Hibbs. Cummings wants to slow things down just a little bit.
Yeah, you can see why we're into the final 10 minutes. Good exchange of passes, quickly moving up the pitch, Hibernian.
Maybury with the throw. Cummings. McNeil. Another throw. Shooter Jones will make an appearance. And Tony Butcher at Inverness as well. Paul Heffernan will be the player withdrawn. Craig, no free kick. Willie Collin wasn't interested. McNeil forwards. Ryan McGibbon away. Neil's on the ground.
He just turns, neat little turn, flips it away. Robertson catches him. It's late.
Ryan Shooter Jones will come on for Paul Heffernan. So, midfield player for a striker. Shooter Jones into the Welsh squad. Match against the Netherlands in Amsterdam on the 4th of June.
Hibs getting into protection mode. Stanton will just go and play behind Cummins. Shooter Jones will just sit in front of that back four.
Andreu will scrap for the ball. Gillespie. Trying to keep it moving. McNeil bouncing off Shooter Jones. Garcia Tena from Catalonia. Stanton. It's a clean challenge by the youngster. Hibs look to keep the ball now. Kevin Thompson pulling off Tony Andreu.
Hibs in no hurry now. Taking their time over all set plays.
All Hibs are interested now is in preserving their top flight status. Doesn't really matter how they do it, nobody's going to remember that in the grand scheme of things.
Well, that time has gone long ago. People would be, players would be worrying about performance. It's about staying in the division.
In Scotland, still words of wisdom from the manager. Hibs are nearly there.
It's as animated as I've seen Terry Butcher, certainly, as Hibernian manager.
Thompson losing out. Hamilton have the ball in the form of a throw over on the far side. Ziggy Gordon. Hearing it from a couple of the Hibernian supporters in that east stand.
I don't think that was very pleasant. I don't.
No. London takes it away by Thompson. Garcia Tena. Can Hamilton carve out the chance? Oh, it was struck by Andreu and it took a deflection.
Oh, this could go anywhere. Again, it's patient build-up. Just falls nicely. It's a good strike. And it just flips off the head of McGibbon.
Can Accies make this corner count? Gillespie with it. Fall for a Hamilton player, McKinnon. Action stations for Hibs at the back. Liam Craig. Goes Alec Neil. Pressure being applied once again by Hamilton, by Gillespie. Liam Craig on the receiving end.
Yeah, just using his experience here, cleverly winning the free kick. Just hooking it away. He does catch him.
Given how this season has gone, I think the Hibs supporters expected a few twists and turns today in the second leg. to watch us going smoothly the last few weeks and months. The finish line is in sight for Terry Butcher and the Hibs players.
Well, you've got to say they have dug in, but it's not been pretty, it's not been pleasing in the eye at all. It's been all Hamilton.
Martin Canning with a little bit more than 3 minutes of normal time remaining. He's happy to go from back to front up towards Antoine Courier. This kick was by Andreu. Cummings. We'll see a tenner for Cuthbert. Jones, McKinnon, discomfited. Illegally in the end by Owain Tudor-Jones.
Good closing down by Tudor-Jones. McKinnon stayed strong.
Martin Canning. And again going up the middle. Stanton couldn't find it. For Hibs, Gordon, McKinnon. Gillespie off to the right. Andreu. Corner.
Cleverly just winning the corner. It was under severe pressure. Came up with a quality delivery.
Gillespie taking it. Sailed over everyone, it's wasted by Akis. McKinnon back to Gordon. And credit to Hamilton, irrespective of what happens. They forced Hibernian right back onto their heels. It made Hibs really work until the end for this. Gillespie. Looking to alleviate the pressure towards Cummings. Still time for a late zing from Jason Cummings, as he would say. A crowd of 18,031. Not too many intact nails left inside Easter Road.
Biased towards it, it shows how important, how big a club this is. Them remaining in the Premiership is key for this sort of support to keep turning up.
The second largest crowd of the season. A day of such massive import to the club. Almost on 90 minutes now. Still the instructions come from Terry Butcher. Local backing from the Hibs fans. There will be a minimum of 4 added minutes. Canning from the back. Stevenson. Gordon together with Robertson. Comes off Ziggy Gordon last of all. Chance for Hibs to waste a few more seconds.
Absolutely, they'll take all the time they can. Just got to go over that line, Hibernian. Is there a hero within the Aki's ranks?
Cummings, space afforded Craig. Cummings not been able to find it. Aki's attempted to get the ball forward. It was Ryan. Ryan, the 19-year-old. Time running out for Hamilton. It's been a gallant effort here in Edinburgh today.
Just keep probing, keep passing, and keep trying to find that little bit of space, a little chink.
Gordon. Ladbrokes doing the defending, and Antoine Courier trying to nip in behind the Hibs defence. Williams grabs hold of it. Almost 90 seconds now into stoppage time. Hibs inching ever closer to safety.
Fans just trying to get them over that line. They've been superb in their support this season, where everything's gone wrong.
An occasion fraught with nerves. Hamilton came out punching at the start. Ended with that early blow. Goal from Jason Scotland. That's all they've been able to muster though. 2 minutes into added time. We've been promised a minimum of 4.
To forsake their passing ethos, they're going to get the ball forward, they're going to get it up to the front end, they're going to go long.
So Canning, Wine, Tudor Jones, the barrier in front of the Hibernian defence. Still pressing. Oh, and Scotland, and it's gone in. Would you believe this? Tony Andreu at the death. Hamilton now neck and neck with Hibernian.
Well, I absolutely do believe it. I do believe it, and they kept believing as well. They just keep passing, they keep working it. Ziggy Gordon does brilliantly, gets it to the man of the match for me, Scotland. Oh, and Andreu, it's a great finish. Great play by Jason Scotland. Again, shows great strength, just rolls round the challenge. Has the presence of mind to cut it back. And Andreu's there to volley it into the far corner.
The Hamilton players waited and waited. No smile on the face of Rod Petrie. Alec Neil's men have levelled matters on aggregate. Deep in added time.
These playoffs never let you down. North, south of the border, anything can happen, and it has again.
Well, the Hibs players have got to pick themselves up, and quickly. Extra time is what we have to look forward to. Terry Butcher absolutely livid. The finish line was in sight. Hibs just couldn't get there. Tony Andreu, to the delight of the Hamilton Accies supporters. Even on aggregate after that, it will go to penalties. Hibs begin the first period of extra time attacking the goal to our right. Oh, what a jolt to the Hibernian system. They have been hanging on though, you've got to say, with Hamilton Academical playing most of the studious football game.
Yeah, they were all doing all the probing and prompting, they were making all the passes, they were making all the chances. It looks as if they've done enough just to, as Stuart was saying, just stumble over the line. But the momentum's now obviously with the team in red and white.
Hamilton began the day. We needed to make up a 2-goal deficit. As we said earlier, away goals are irrelevant. About the aggregate score. At the moment that stands at 2-2. Gordon, Canning, Neil came on as a substitute, the Hamilton boss. Both sides incidentally have used their full complement.
So fitness is very much a part of it. Just the way Hamilton passed the ball, they're the team that are playing on top of the ground. Every movement for the Hibs players is difficult. They've been battered from pillar to post. Leading into this game, the form has been horrendous. So it's going to be tough for them to muster something up.
Kevin Thompson, back to Ryan McGibbon. These players have all got to, if you like, press the reset button. Forget about what has just happened. Robertson. Thompson. Alan Maybury. A try for Cummings. Hamilton came here with a plan, and they've executed it to perfection.
I think the one big decision that was made by the manager was absolutely fantastic. I think bringing Scotland back in has made all the difference. I think he's just led the line really, really well. Scored one, made one, and he's been the difference between the two sides today.
Antoine Courier, man who had to be content with a place on the bench at the start. Chasing Scotland, getting the nod from Alec Neil. Antoine Courier just picking up a knock. Directing on the pitch now, Alec Neil. We'll see a tenner to take the free kick for Accies. Craig. And off the head of Neil. Who wants it more in extra time? We'll see a tenner all the way up. Away by Craig. Canning. Improvement from the two centre-backs for Accies today in comparison with what we saw on Wednesday at New Douglas Park.
Yeah, it looked as if they could be got out at Douglas Park during the week. They sat off a couple of times and were punished. They've been most definitely on the front foot today. They've been really positive. They've held a high line.
Extra time. It comes down to a large extent to mentality. Plenty of mental fortitude from Accies. They scored that second goal through Andreu in stoppage time. Free kick here to Hamilton.
Yeah, but they've trusted themselves, Accies. They've trusted their style of play. That's what they've done. They've got their hand on the ball and they've just got on with it. They've just passed it.
Alec Neil, now chasing Scotland. Scored one and set up one. Stumbling. Taken away by McGibbon. And Thompson's pass for Jason Cummings. Looking for the free kick and getting it. And Canning was the guilty party. through. Neil doing the honours in midfield for Hamilton. Ziggy Gordon now. Through every stage of the very highly regarded Hamilton youth setup. See a tenner. Terry Butcher absolutely gutted. Had almost preserved their top flight status.
Well, he must be absolutely exhausted. All ideas. He continues to try and help. To orchestrate from the side. Sometimes it's just up to players. It's about players.
Just trying to save their skin. Canning, slip up there, Cuthbert had to intervene. Liam Craig asks the question. There was no foul apparently. Willie Collum just a few yards away from that incident.
Had a look at his assistant, Derek. I think he makes the right decision. It's good sweeping up by Cuthbert. A little bit of a misunderstanding. Canning lets it go and Craig's onto it. The keeper gets plenty of the ball. It's a good stop by Cuthbert and good decision by the referee.
Time it goes the way of Hamilton Accies.
And he just lets it go. As you can see, the keeper gets plenty of the ball.
Kevin Cuthbert, the 31-year-old goalkeeper. Up towards Antoine Courier. Did well, there wasn't a trip there. Hamilton thought so, but instead it's going to be a yellow card for Andy Ryan for simulation. Big moment.
Two big decisions coming very, very close. A little flick on, Ryan just gets ahead of him. There's no contact there from Maybury. He's down too easy here. There's nothing. Again, another good decision. Maybe he felt it was just glanced. It was like a glancing touch.
So caution for the 19-year-old. Willie Collum has handled high-profile UEFA matches this season.
Derek, that was two big decisions within 30 seconds of each other, and I think he's got them spot on.
Robertson for Hibernian. Do Hibs have the character to get themselves over the line now? I think it's a legitimate question, Gary.
That goes without saying, they've shown all the character today. But to question the Hibs players, they do have the character to stay in this division.
Gordon going on a mazy run. Put it through. Still strong for Jason Scotland. It's dishevelled. Cummings. Got to get a proper touch on it.
I think the fact that Hibs have Accies have had more of the possession, I think they're a little bit fresher. They're on top of the ground. They haven't had to chase the ball, which Hibs have had to do. Advantage Accies as far as fitness and going through the 15 minutes of extra time.
And they've had a lot on their plate recently, of course, Hamilton, since the end of the Championship season. Games against Falkirk, first leg. And this two-legged tie. Robertson. Cummings, Canning, dominant. And he trots back. Lewis Stevenson. Liam Craig. And Cummings. Gillespie did his job. Here's Alec Neil, the player manager. He's missed the two matches against Falkirk through suspension. Been shown the red card recently against Dumbarton because of a headbutt. Gillespie with Cummings. Goal kick the outcome.
First little sign of fatigue. His calf just beginning to tighten.
Neil, as they keep it on the ground, it is the Hamilton way. To pass it around with purpose. Andreu, Scotland. Here's Antoine Courrier. Straight at Ben Williams. Insufficient power. Wasn't quite the placement that Antoine Courrier was hoping for either.
It's a clever little turn. But the whole build-up was superb. You know, the amount of passing, the movement, safely into the hands of Rollins, but the build-up play, again, first class.
Hibs desperately searching for answers. Comes on Robertson. Jackies are in the top division, season 2010-2011. Recorded 5 wins, but 2 of those 5 came against Hibernian. Recent record against the Hibees. Ryan, free kick this time. Hibs haven't thrown it away just yet. They're on a very slippery slope as we speak.
Just a familiar image of Terry Butcher. His head in his hands.
Scotland after a deep piece of play by Antoine Courrier. Stevenson. So spring in his step at least. Too long, too strong. Easy meat for Garcia Tena. Now Neil. And Gillespie. Looks over towards his boss. Wasn't quite what Gillespie was hoping for.
It's Andy Ryan who gets the brunt of his frustration. Just look void of ideas.
Robertson. That's Craig. And Ryan. Hamilton ball.
I think just the simplest of passes become very difficult. Just most definitely just on the ropes, and they have been for a long time now.
Tense Sunday here in Edinburgh. Hibs had a 2-goal cushion at the start. It's been wiped out. Here we are in the first period of extra time. No change to the scoreline. Michael Nelson.
The option to go back to the keeper. Getting into touch is the favoured choice.
As the defence it goes, Garcia Tena. It's in the final minute. It's the first period of extra time. Antoine Courrier. Hamilton still looking the livelier team. Column almost getting in the way. McKinnon did his job, and now Gordon. Splashed around for a second or two. McKinnon. Who wants it? It's Andreu. Wasn't a pure connection. Tony Andreu.
The relentless Ramakis, and just keep pressing all the buttons.
Scotland's McKinnon. Times the orchestrator in chief for Ackies in midfield. Scotland to Duke McGibbon. Jason Scotland. Still chipping away at the Hibs defence. The questions are, we won't have any added time at the end of this first period of extra time. The whistle of Willie Collum. And it is as it was at the end of the 90. Hamilton having battled back from 2-0 down. That deficit from the first leg. On aggregate, it's 2 apiece.
Well, Stuart Lovell, how do you see this now?
There's absolutely no doubt that the pattern has been the same as the 90 minutes. Aki's still well on top. They're the team that's pushing for it. I'm not sure if they've quite got the legs to exploit the spaces in behind Hibs. So I would say the most likely outcome is that this is going to go to penalties.
Once again, Hibs have shown very little going forward, Owen.
No, that's been the story of the day. They've had nothing, absolutely nothing all day. One header off the line from a corner, absolutely nothing else. And Hamilton have been a credit. Stuart's right, some of them have run the race, their legs look heavy, but having said that, they look the only team that could win it.
Necessarily for Hibernian at the moment. It's Hamilton who begin the second period of extra time, playing towards their own supporters. On the Dunbar end of the ground. Hamilton, vast swathes of this match, have taken the game to Hibernian. 2-0 to Aki's on the day, 2-2 on aggregate. At the moment we are 15 minutes away from a potential penalty shootout, Gary McAllister.
My feeling would be if they can just get one little bit more quality ball into the feet of Scotland and around that D in the penalty box. I think he's the one player that can just produce a little bit of magic. Even though at 35 his legs might have gone by now, but he's the most likely.
One goal, just about do it. On the side, stands in for Craig. It opens up for Hibernian. That's a corner. Ball coming off Gillespie, and it's got the Hibs fans encouraged.
Well, the Hibs fans don't cheer anything at the moment.
Craig has moved his way over. Michael Nelson in the thick of it. Robertson by his side. Swinger from Liam Craig. Oh, and as though it was goal bound. To be for Hibs though. Now Craig. Again.
McGibbon had the shot blocked at the back post.
McGibbon inside the opposition penalty area.
Decent ball into the box. McGibbon coming round the back. And that's just your luck. It's blocked by a Hibs player. By Cummings.
Johnson's pass. Wilson have it once more. Scotland. Here's Ryan, the youngster. Another bite at the cherry. It's away by Ryan McGibbon. An inquiry.
He's looking for a handball. Just thought he could get the shot again. Scotland involved. Good way to pass. Can he hit that across the goal? He just can't get it out his feet.
Came on Lewis Stevenson. Not that he really knew very much at all about that. And it did come off his elbow.
Again, last ditch. Again, the Aki's prompt and probing.
Canning. Gillespie for Scotland. By Stevenson, only as far as Gordon. McKinnon. Gillespie. Has your ball, but it wasn't right for Antoine Courier. Williams scoops it up.
Oh, you can see what he was looking for. Gillespie just trying to whip it in between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box.
High drama in the second leg of the playoff. Deal. The concession of a free kick. Stanton on the scene again. So going to have to go back a yard or two.
I think this represents Hibernian's best chance at efforts at goal, set plays, corners, free kicks. I don't think they construct a move. I don't think they can construct a move or any passes of play to create something. The best chance.
Kevin Thompson. Tudor Jones who had peeled off. It's in a back. Sufficient guile, certainly.
It's a little dink up to the back post. Decent first touch there. I find it difficult to describe that one.
Supporters getting restless again. Gordon taking his time. Jones competing for the ball. Hamilton through. Comes down to these last few minutes for a place in the Scottish Premiership next season. Chasing Scotland, a lot of ideas. Nelson away, McKinnon. Gordon. And McKinnon stretching for it.
At this time of the game, somebody will have a pencil and a piece of paper. Looking at nominations for penalty kick takers. Or do you think it's all been done before?
That's something the teams have been practicing this week. In Scotland, Liam Craig. Scotland again. Right hand ball. Suspicion they're on. Robertson.
I would think 100%, Derek. They must have been practicing pens this week. Familiarising themselves with that walk from the halfway line up to take it.
It's Ben Williams. A thing or two about saving penalties. He's had that reputation. Followed by Gillespie. Speculative ball.
That's very evident now. Both sets of players feeling it in their legs. You know, as the sun starts to beat down on Easter Road.
Slipped by Robertson. Scotland. Nelson.
It's tired minds that make mistakes. This is where focus and concentration is massive. Everybody aware that one fatal slip could be so costly.
McGibbon. To make sure nothing untoward happened as Andreu put himself forward. It does go to penalties, by the way. The spot kicks will be taken on the goal from the spot away to our left. It's the famous 5 stand end of the ground.
Aptly named.
It's playing towards that end at the moment. Maybury. Nelson together with Canning. Still to claw out the chance. No opportunity though. It's Cummins getting his head to it. Cuthbert has it. Past the midway point in this, the second period of extra time.
Hamilton still trying to build from the back. Keeper throwing the ball out to centre half. And they work their way up through the thirds by passing the ball.
Taken away by McGibbon, in particular. Gasps and groans from the Hibs fans.
It's just a case of getting rid. That's just a ball aimlessly up into the channel.
Gillespie. Neil's pass. Here's Lewis Stevenson. Neil. McKinnon. Now Ziggy Gordon, as the Hibs players are forced to retreat. Gordon for Hamilton Accies. Liam Craig. There's a tidy enough header away. Scott Robertson. Felled. McKinnon the culprit. He's come off second best in the exchange.
Yeah, again, it's just a bit of cramp just kicking in. Aaron McKinnon, he's been excellent. Just a little kick out there, and that's what's caused. He's just both calves are feel. He's in agony now. He's covered so many miles today.
Terry Butcher's men just trying to get there, trying to make sure they're a Premiership side next season.
McKinnon is just unable to move.
It's a good sportsmanship by both Alan Maybury and Scott Robertson. Good support to McKinnon. It's an hour of need. Here's Kevin Thompson. Trying to manoeuvre his way into position. The pass doesn't come off. Stevenson had advanced on the left. Goal kick.
And just shows you, just when you're under that little bit of pressure, you've just got to keep a calm head. He knows that was the wrong decision. He tried to go inside the fullback, and the ball was onto the feet of Stevenson. That's what pressure brings.
Well, a penalty shootout beckons. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for Hibs that I say that, because Hibernian had prevailed in the last 7 penalty shootouts. Not at that stage just yet, though.
Certainly not what Terry Butcher envisaged. The thought was just about putting that 2-0 to the side, and it was all about just winning this game today. But they just never get going.
The smile is back. Good to see. Hibs boss, Liam Craig, firing it towards goal. Short of the 10-goal mark this season, Craig. So it would equal his best ever goal-scoring season. Dropping like flies now.
Yeah, it's McKinnon again. He's just come from one end and started to get stretched off this end.
Hamilton supporters have never wavered in their belief. It could be done. McKinnon really has been industrious, inventive. Barely run at this juncture. Of course, complement of substitutions already made by Alec Neil, as well as by Terry Butcher.
I think he's just terrified to bend either of his legs.
Two and a half minutes or so away from a penalty shootout to decide which of these two teams will be playing Premiership football next term. Cummings couldn't find it. Neil back to Cuthbert. And Bob, everything the players on both sides will want to avoid. A silly mistake. The minutes ticking away. To be remembered for that sort of thing. Stanton, Robertson pulling it back. Wasn't into the path of Cummings, however.
It was cleverly played, but it's the wrong decision again.
Stanton. 90 seconds or so remaining now. Gillespie is trying to cover his tracks, aware of the presence of Craig. Terry Butcher, never been one to look on impassively at the best of times. The last few weeks have been the worst of times for Hibernian Football Club. One more minute and then penalties. The last realistic chance for Hibs to get the ball forward and do damage. Canning Did it impeccably.
Canning nice and calm again. They put a foot wrong.
If it does go to penalties, and we take it all the way to our left. Frustrated for Hibs. Hamilton have the ball. Now, how many people really were predicting this before a ball was kicked today? The Hamilton supporters would have told you it's doable. Hibs are fragile.
We did feel that the first goal was going to be important. Ever since Hamilton have got that, they've just been on the front foot the entire game, and even right through it, the extra time.
We will have a minimum of 1 added minute into this second period of extra time. There was the stoppage earlier with McKinnon on the ground. Cuthbert did any great rush. McGibbon scraped away by Craig. Offside flag was up just as that was developing.
One thing Terry will learn, the character and the ball of the guys who want to step forward and take a penalty.
To Canning. It was by Andy Ryan. It will come down to penalties to determine whether Hamilton or Hibs will be in the Premiership next season. Ben Williams and Kevin Cuthbert must get ready. One of them with a chance. This is it. The penalty shootout to decide which of these two will be in the Premiership. Kevin Thompson denied by Kevin Cuthbert. What a start for Hamilton Accies in this penalty shootout.
That's a pretty short run up. And it's just that lovely, perfect height for the keeper, and it's not far enough into the corner. And it's advantage Accies.
Grant Gillespie will be next. Some can't bear to look.
He's going to go for power.
Here's Gillespie for Hamilton. Accies take the lead.
Fantastic composure. He went for both. He went for placement and power, and no chance for Williams. Quality penalty.
He knew all along, didn't he? Gillespie can watch now. Pressure alleviated as far as he's concerned. Hibs' confidence at such a low ebb, and Cuthbert has saved one already. Ryan McGibbon next for Hibernian. McGibbon makes it count. Hibs on the scoreboard in the shootout.
Very calm. It's 2 left footers, the first 2 penalties for Hibernian. And this time McGibbon puts the keeper the wrong way. Good penalty by Ryan McGibbon. Nice and composed.
The boos from the Hibs supporters. This is all happening at the Hibs end. This is the famous 5 stand. Tony Andreu will be next. Who dispatched a very important second Hamilton goal in added time at the end of the 90. It's Andreu! Beautifully taken.
Oh, I like this one. It's a fairly straight run up, and it's just to disguise at the end, just wraps his right foot just at the last moment into the side net. Super penalty.
Liam Craig was the coolest man here at Easter Road, thinking back to the derby against Hearts at New Year time. From the spot.
3 left footers in a row. Number 3 left footer for Hibs. It's a big run up.
Yep. Run up by Liam Craig, and he scores. Hibs stay in touch.
Yeah, I just feel, I think he makes the keeper go early. A little bendy run up, but I don't mind that. Keeper goes early and it's calm.
Hamilton with the advantage at the moment because Hibs have missed once. Kevin Thompson denied by Kevin Cuthbert. Michael Antoine Courrier. Is he the man for the job? Forward heavy. Antoine Courier. Well, that's one way to do it. Hamilton perfect so far.
I was just a little bit unsure of his walk up from the halfway line, but this is the calmest penalty of all. How cool is that? That takes a bit of character, let me tell you.
You're a big believer, Gary, that the number 4 position is significant.
Yeah, over the years, statistically, this is the big penalty, and this is massive for Hibs.
A wine Tudor Jones for Hibernian. Goal for Hibs. 3-3 in the shootout.
Yeah, change the side for the Hibs pen. That's a good penalty. It keeps them alive.
Well, it is difficult to watch, isn't it, given what's at stake for both sides. Hamilton in pole position at the moment. Jason Scotland. It was icy cool at the beginning of this game. Scotland! The pattern continues for Ackies. They've scored again.
It wasn't the cleanest of strikes, but the man of the match just slots it lovely. Yeah, he gets enough of the ball.
Well, Hibs need to score the next one. They know it. Jason Cummings, the young hero from Wednesday night.
And Derek, this is the 4th left footer out of 5 for Hibernian.
All the pressure on Cummings. Saved by Cuthbert. Hamilton Ackies are going to the Premiership. Another Cuthbert save when it really mattered, and Hibs are going down.
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. But they have been absolutely magnificent to a man, and neither can he.
What a remarkable turn of events. Hamilton Academical from the Championship, rank outsiders before a ball was kicked in anger today. Ackies have done it, and the Hibs players at the moment want to be anywhere but here.
Oh, absolutely, and you've got to say it, they thoroughly deserve it. They have been fantastic today. They've passed it, they've played well, they've got their goals, and they kept them there right through those penalty kicks.